Just met with the local farmer here down the road and discussed about mowing this 7.5, 8 acre. It's an old pasture years back, but we kind of let it grow up when we bought the land. We mowed it once a year, but it's getting now, we got trees growing up in it. And I finally met with him and he agreed to mow it and get the hay off of it. But his first mowing, he'd have to mow it and chop up the trees and get it to where he can get hay off of it. And he agreed to do it if he can have the hay off of it for the next 3 years, and he wouldn't charge us nothing, which to me is a pretty good deal to get it cleaned up and keep it mowed. But that's to me. There's 7 other members. 8 of us own this piece of ground, and the way our bylaws are set up, it only takes one to disagree and to shoot it down. And the way we got it set up, we have a site that you vote on, and it's a plus, it's a go, a minus, it's a no-go. And we set that up for the reason that we don't bicker at each other, because somebody may have a legitimate reason not to want something, such as he may have had a run-in with this farmer. I don't believe so. The way he talked, he didn't know no one here. So, but there's always a possibility that someone has a reason not to, and that's them. That I have reasons not to do things too. But that's why we have that bylaw set up. We have 100%. And whatever we do, if it's to buy a water bottle for our hunt camp, we all have to have a sit down and vote on it. And if one disagrees, well, we just don't do it. But I got a lot of phone calling to do this evening and let him know in the morning before we leave. But I'm going to go ahead and I'll walk you through this pasture, show you what's going on, and try to get it whipped up in shape before deer season. So thanks for coming along with me, and just let me show you this pasture. Start off with walking through here. Boy, look at the wild cherries this year. They are thick. Thick, thick, thick. A lot of wild cherries. Now this wild cherry tree here, we planted these 14 years ago. Planted 40 of them down the side of this pasture, down through here. But we got 7 or 8 acres right here. It goes way back into there, kind of like a dog leg, comes out and around, and then down through here. Now this side here, we got about 40 wild cherry trees we planted 14 years ago. But this is actually flat. And what you're seeing, some of this stuff is grown up as 7 foot tall. But if they agree, seems to me it's a good deal. But if you see, we got trees growing, and he won't be able to bale them. He'll have to mow it. And like he said, he'll have to mow it a couple times to get it into shape to be a hayfield. But that tree right there is our first deer stand at the base of that tree. There's 6 stands in this area here. So now there's a big dead oak tree right there. And there's a deer stand under that dead tree we got to move. That's got to be moved. So just bring you along, show you what we got. Wild sunflowers. But quite a mess. Became quite a mess this year. I'm just bringing you along. And you can see where the deer have been biting. Biting the blackberries off the tips of these bushes already. Been eating the blackberries off. But you look back down through there. That stuff's, some of it's 7 foot tall. Kind of warm out there walking. But got our lumber ordered. It'll be here on the 1st of July. Do some calling. Get the okay. Get this pasture here, this food plot, pasture, whatever you want to call it, mowed, taken care of. And glad you came along. And to the subscribers, thank you. And hope to see you again. Leave a comment. And when we get up here the 1st week of July, I'll show you the deer stands, the deer stand building, what we're doing, and the changes we're making. But we've been hunting this place here for over 40 years. We owned it for 40 years. And 8 of us do. And it's been a very good piece of property, and it's been a lot of fun. And I'm glad to bring you along. And I hope to see you again. And when you're hunting or you're out in the woods, be safe. Rather be safe than sorry. And you have a good evening.